Howdy folks, Sean again here from Cappy's Cards, coming at you with another mystery box video. Got some football cards again in here, and let's open it up, check it out. Again, I haven't looked at this at all, it just arrived today. All I did was take the shipping label off of it. I'm definitely going to set this bubble wrap aside, because I will use that in my own shipping. So, got here are modern football cards. At least that's what the ad purported to be there on eBay where I bought it. And does look like that's what we've got in here. So hopefully not a lot of 90 Fleer, 90 Score and stuff like that mixed in. Where these will wind up though are in the mystery packs that I sell over there. Here's my page, Cappy's Cards. And you can find it there on Etsy. And you can also find the link in the description below to not only this page, the shop, but also to our social media pages where you can get updates for products and that sort of thing. So starting off, we got some interesting cards here. That's Prestige from last year. Here we got some Playoff from a couple years ago. It's 18 Playoff. Some Stars, some others mixed in. Gotta watch some of these. Whoops, I bumped the thing. Gotta watch some of these here. They got a little bit of corner issue, so I'll have to look at them a little more closely as I go through. But, you know, nice mix so far. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. Mixon, Kelsey, Derrick Henry. Right, so good stuff there. Let's skip ahead, see what else we got. Some more Contenders, right? What is that? 2020 Contenders. So Van Der Esch, Myles Garrett, Josh Jacobs, Lamar. So plenty of stars in here. That's good. They'll be highlighting some of the packs that I definitely put together here. It says Panini Rodgers is on the top. That's like 17 or 18 Panini. That's 17. That's some more of this Playoff. Let's get past that. We've seen those. Those are some nice stars in there too. So always in football, you're going to get some college cards, right? Whenever you get through this. And this is Contenders draft picks, right, from 2021. And, you know, a mix of older and newer players in there, as always. And I will mix them, some of these players like Baker. I might put this Baker in a Panthers pack now, right? Phillip Rivers I'll probably put back in the Chargers, though I had him in the Colts for a little while too, right? So they could be mixed in different places. Any cards I get like this, right, that'd be on the Jets, even though he's in a Browns uniform. Because that's how our packs work over there. 30 cards in each pack, a mix of stars from yesterday and today, and regular players too. There's some chase cards on some teams, right? It just depends on when I get them, if I get any as I'm going through this. I did open up some a box off camera here earlier of 2022 Topps Baseball Series 2. And of course I got the relic that comes in those, as well as a numbered hit that I'll have to mix in next time I update baseball. So some classics from a couple years ago. 18. There is 16 Contenders. Nice. And there's a Patrick Mahomes. We always like seeing that, right? Last year's Contenders. Some Score from a couple years ago. That's 18 Score. 18 Score and 18 Playoff like this were when I bought a couple of packs randomly. You know, Tom Brady from Absolute. Those were the first couple packs I bought a few years ago. It had probably been, at that point, 20-some years since I had bought a pack of cards. And that's where I got started again. Just bought them at a Walmart on a whim. They were on the clearance. Imagine finding cards like that on clearance now. Would be nice, wouldn't it? I don't know if that'll ever happen again. It's hard enough to see them stay in Pat McAfee from right down the street here. Hard enough to see these even just stay in the store anymore. Playoff from a couple years ago as well. That is, couldn't read that one. 17 Playoff. Paul Hornung. I like how they mix in old and new players now. They never did that, of course, when I was a kid, unless there was a small little insert set, right, in the top sets and stuff like that for baseball. It's a Carson Wentz that's penny sleeved. Don't know why. Some more Absolute. Some more of that Playoff, too. That's cool. I like that Playoff. I like that design. Right? Let's find something else in here. We got some Prestige from last year. behind more playoff. Might have that whole set of playoff if I actually went down and tried to look at it. DJ Moore. Tyreek Hill. Still can't figure out. I mean, I understand the math, but I mean, how the Chiefs ever going to replace him? I mean, Andy Reid knows something, but that one's still a head scratcher to me. I get the money part. That is what it is, right? Because you're paying Mahomes what you're paying him. You got to do stuff like that. So here we go. Another Wentz that's penny sleeved. Some hit. You always get a couple of these at least when you buy some of these boxes like this. And there's more of that Donruss and more of that playoff back here. So I like that Donruss. That's kind of a throwback to the 1990 baseball design. I mean, it's, takes me back to when I was a kid at least. That was one of the sets that I collected. I was 10 years old, I guess, then. Probably 10, 11. I remember getting a lot of boxes of them at like Value City or somewhere like that when I was a kid. So more prestige. Kind of nice random allotment of cards here. A lot of different brands, a lot of different players. It's not like 15 cards of the same player like we get sometimes, right? And there's a good number of stars in here too. So 2020 prestige here. I didn't really have to flip that over, did I? But either way, these almost look like they're organized for me too. Let's not ruin that. Let's see what else we got in here. Some more of this Donruss. Here's last year's Donruss back here in the back behind some other playbook here. It's a weird color. Takes me back to like 91 score baseball with those ugly teal colors and stuff like that. But here's some last year's Donruss. Nice Joe Burrow. Some of the helmet off cards too, right? Like Jonathan Taylor there. The whatever you call parallel sets or whatever they call them now. Some more of that Donruss that we've seen already. What else do we got in here? Anything new? Some more of that prestige from 2020. Again, those look organized. I'm not ruining that. Save me a little bit of time. I'm all for that because these are all over the place. Bo Jackson. Should put that with his 90 Donruss baseball card. I haven't seen a lot of PC cards either. I've got a lot of the cards from these sets just from buying these things over the last few years, right? And you pull out the, Star Cowboys and stuff pretty easily. Some Chronicles. This is last year's, I believe, 2020, Chronicles. So there's that. So we're going to have a nice mix, right? And I wanted to get this one more modern box to mix in with the sets, right, that I make. Here's the Cowboys now. A couple Zekes, a couple Daks, a couple Coopers. The story of Cooper and comparing Dak Prescott to Kirk Cousins. That one, find that one a little bit interesting. Not that I'm a big Dak Prescott. I mean, I like Dak Prescott. I'm still waiting to see, you know what I mean? But, I don't think that comparison's rather apt to Kirk Cousins there. And, any way you want to shake that out. So let's leave that prestige in there since we know it's organized and it looks like that's all that is there. Some more 16 contenders, right? Some score from a few years ago. 2020. I like that score design too. Score has some nice pictures for low-end cards, right? The pictures that are on there, some of them can be nice and interesting action shots, right? Like that Michael Gallup card. That's a pretty card. I like Gallup. I was glad they didn't get rid of him. I mean, I didn't want to see Cooper go either, but I mean, if he's saying what he's saying about Dak Prescott, I guess it's not surprising. But either way, it's the frustration of being a Cowboys fan is it's been almost 30 years of there being a salary cap in the NFL, and Jerry Jones still has not figured it out. And it's not like he's going to hire anybody that can, because all he does is hire in the family. So more prestige. These ones aren't organized, though. So Sean Watson. Is he going to play this year? I don't know. NFL is kind of weird about some of that stuff, and it seems like some of those things can't get swept under the rug too much. At some point, there's got to be some answers. So there's more of the prestige. It's organized, so we'll leave that aside here. What we got over here on this side? There's some older Donruss back here behind this 18 prestige. There's Amari Cooper again. Andy Dalton. Yeah, some 2019 Donruss. I like these too. The heck is that supposed to be? The checklist? Schedule. Sure. There's Cooper, Brett Favre, Tom Brady. So I'm very happy about this so far in that it's an older Donruss there. It's what, 17 and this is 18. Yeah. What I like about this is, it's a very accurate description from the seller, right? They said it was all modern, and it's all modern. Sometimes they say it's all modern, you dig out the top a little bit, and you get in there, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of that 90 score again. So, sure, there's a couple of these in there, right? But you're going to get some hit. You're going to get some leaf draft sometimes. Although I don't see any of that in here at all either. So, that's kind of nice, too. Joe Namath. So plenty to mix through. Aaron Rodgers masked up, right? Insert joke here. Oh, man, did we have an argument in my class when that happened with him missing things, and there's a lot of hit there. It was bound to happen at some point. So they'll be mixed in. They already were. There'll be more. I try not to, again, to put too many of the same year brand cards in packs, right? So if you get a hit like that, you're usually getting one in the pack, right? Maybe sometimes two. Maybe 2 or 3, score cards like this. It just depends what I got, right? I wind up putting them in the packs, randomly. And I will be doing, now that I've got this done, once I organize these, which maybe I'll do tonight, maybe I won't, we'll see. Once I get these done, we'll start building up those football team packs again. They've been selling pretty good recently. I'm at 2,299 sales since I started on December of 2020 over there on Etsy. So hit another milestone here soon. Got a lot of Donruss right here. Just a lot of this Donruss from last year. It's been a wild ride there on Etsy. I wasn't even sure when I started it, right? Because on Etsy, you got to spend a little money up front to put the listings up. I wasn't even sure about doing it. Figured I'd spend a few bucks, see what happened, and started slow, right? As you normally do, just like a YouTube page, starting slow. But man, when it took off last year, it took off. And obviously, as we're all hitting this with the gas prices recently, it's come down a little bit, because every one of us, even me, has felt the pinch of inflation. Thanks, I don't want to say who, but at the same time, right, like I said, I'm an academic. Some academic would watch me say things that aren't liberal and I get in trouble. Though if they talked to me for 5 minutes, they would know. So anyway, don't want to make this a political thing. This is about sports cards. But, I keep my price where it is. I'm happy with my price. I'm happy with where I'm selling it. I know these things have gone way up for a box, blaster box. Like I said, I just bought a Series 2 Tops, right? 99 cards, $30. I admire. So, keep my prices where they're at so you can afford them and you can enjoy some cards too, right? That's the whole point. I like these, contenders from last year. I don't have many of these in the pack, so it's nice to mix these in as well. Pretty clean contenders look here with their, numbers and all that, their uniform number and everything else that's on there. So, nice. So yeah, that's the whole box this time. Almost. There's a couple of stragglers in there, but they're hit cards, so you're not missing anything. So, these, like I said, be over there in the Etsy shop. So come check us out. The link in description is below. Give us a like and subscribe here too if you could. I'd definitely appreciate that. And we'll see you over there in the shop.